What's up, Wall Street Jack boys and girls? I'm here with a quick video tutorial, and today's lesson is called Everything is Negotiable. So this is a very important lesson that I learned from the stock market, and it helped me everything else in life. So whether you're going for that job promotion, whether you're going to buy that new car, whether you're at the flea market going to buy your grandma something, just remember that everything is negotiable, okay? So today, again, this is a quick video, so I'm gonna take you through this real quick. You guys should be at the level of you already know how to trade and everything, but what's happening is a lot of you are leaving money off the table and you're not trading like a pro. So this is going to forever change the way you trade. So we're going to actually go through this right now, and I'm going to show you guys what we're working with here. So let me actually share my screen here. All right, and that is not right. Let's go back to this again. All right, so here we go right here. We're going to share the screen. So at this point of the trade, you already know what direction you're going. You already know what kind of play you want to do. Now, if you guys are not already in our community, make sure you join us at Wall Street Jack Boys. You can find it on Facebook. Community is free, of course, at this time. But this is a play, UNP. Let me just highlight this. UNP is something that our members pointed out. Shout out to Mia and Terrence. That's my crazy uncle in Japan. Anyway, so they came up with this setup here. And as you guys see, this is what we're traditionally looking for. Basically saying that this thing is going to go up, right? So we already knew the direction we want to play on this thing. So we had the decision that we know what we want to do. So we need to go ahead and execute the trade. So when you execute the trade, you want to make sure that you go to the trade tab. When you get to the trade tab, this is where you execute your orders. Okay. So when we go here, we have a bullish direction on here. And so I'm going to show you guys two different ways, whether you want to come in as a seller or you want to come in as a buyer. All right. So we're just going to execute an order. I'm going to do a 5-wide play here, which is going to be the 145 strike and the 140. Okay. So when we put the spread on here, sell that, buy back that. Okay. And just hit sell, or we right click on the first strike. I'm gonna go to sell. I'm gonna go to vertical. Okay. So my first one is showing I'm selling 145. I want to buy back the 140. All right. And as an option trader, you got to get in your mind frame of thinking in terms of contracts and not the stock price. A lot of times new traders, they get so caught up in the stock price, they don't understand there's so many levels to options that affects the pricing of what you're participating in besides the price of the stock itself, right? So what we're looking at here on the order tab here, see this is order entry tool. This tells you everything that you need to be doing. All right, so just a quick highlight of what we got here. We're selling just one contract, for example. So it tells you one contract. This is our strikes, 145 and 140. Now, the most important thing about this order that we're looking at here is the credit. So as a seller, it tells us that we have a credit. That's how you always know you're selling, because you're receiving the credit up front. This tells you credit. Now, this is the price. This is the going rate for this particular setup. If I want to get in this setup, this is default, right? And a lot of you guys are just getting in and you're just taking the default, right? You're just going in, taking the credit that they say that it should be, instead of actually negotiating your deal. So you're not negotiating, you're leaving money off the table. And listen, the markets are ruthless. There's no morality here. You got to understand. So it's either you're getting edged out or they're edging you out. I'm trying to get you to think like a jack boy. You understand? So when you think in terms of a jack boy, you need to take every penny off the table. We pinch pennies here, okay? Now, another thing to understand about this order tab, when you place your order, it tells you here order type. This is your order type. Now, mine says limit. Yours should say limit, but it might not if you haven't adjusted it yet. So I'm going to show you what else may show up in here. When you click on this, it's going to say market, limit, stop, stop, limit, trail, stop, limits. Now, for what we're doing in option trading is you don't need none of these things down here because we're not going to be using them. The only thing you need is limit order. Market orders are for suckers. Don't be a sucker. Market is just taking whatever the market going to give you. You're going to get raped like that. Don't go for market orders, okay? Like, unless you just desperately need to get a fill, but you're going to still get raped. Don't do that. Go to limit order. Limit orders are for bosses. I'm trying to teach you how to be a boss here, all right? So because you put it on a limit order, it's going to allow you to actually negotiate your spread, all right? So let's go ahead and try to execute this right now. As we see, the credit has dropped down to 123. So I know that that's the mid rate because it's telling me here, mid rate. It's got a natural rate as well, but that's what's defaulting here, okay? So I can see what's going on with the market wants to give me for it, but I want to edge the market out. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to throw on $130 again, because I know I can get 125 right now at this time because it says 125. I want to try to get 130 filled. So I'm going to go ahead. That's $1.30 credit, right? Now it's going up to $1.30 now. So let me edge it out some more. All right. I'm going to take it up 5 cents more, and I'm going to hit confirm, and I'm going to hit send. Now I got the order on. As you see, it has not filled yet. What happens is sometimes that you guys see your orders, it's in play, but it hasn't filled. Now what I actually do, it tells you that my order is on right here, the sell. All right, I'm not in a position yet. If I'm in position, it's going to be position, and you'll see it show up here at the top that the order has filled. Now, if I want to get into this and my order does not fill, I normally give it like 2 minutes. If my order does not fill in 2 minutes, I will cancel and replace that order and try to reduce the amount of credit that I'm taking in. Because right now I'm being greedy. I'm trying to go in and get the whole 135, right? So I'm trying to be greedy, but you never know unless you try. You got to try the market, right? So that's what I'm doing. For this example, I'm not waiting 2 minutes. All right, I'm just showing you guys. That's what I normally do if I want to get in. I see that it hasn't filled yet, which is good for this example. So what you want to do is go up here to the right here and right click that. You want to right click it. It's going to give you a menu. It says cancel order, cancel replace order, right? What I want to do is cancel replace the order, right? Because I want that same position, but I just want to adjust my spread. I see the mid price is 131. I'm trying to get it at 135. As you see here, right? I'm trying to get 135. I'm being greedy. That's not working right now for me, so I need to make an adjustment. So I'm going to just take it down. Let's try $1.33 and hit confirm and send. Now it's going to replace the order that I had on previously, okay? And I'm going to see if it gets filled, right? And just a couple of seconds, it just kind of lets you know it's not working right now. All right, so it hasn't filled. I'm gonna go back and repeat the same thing, rinse and repeat. Cancel, replace order. My 133 didn't fill. Let's drop it down to 131 and see if we get a fill. All right, so we just replace the order. I'm just waiting a couple seconds here. Just for this example, this is a quick tutorial. That doesn't work. All right, not in a couple of seconds. So let's try it again. Cancel, replace order. I'm gonna just drop it down to like, let's go for 130. Just a penny. Let's see how fast it gets filled. And so when you have time on your side, you'll see that it will get filled if you wait a couple of minutes, right? Because the market is going up and down. And once it actually gets to your agreement level, then you're good to go, right? But I just want to go ahead and get filled on this. So I'm going to just go ahead and take it to what they're asking for, 127, and see if we can get a fill here. Right now, it looks like it's dropping here. Let me just slide over to the trade tab. As you see, that's where order is at. I'm going to put it on a screen so you can see what's going on here. So it's actually above that. All right. So that's where your order is at. It tells you right here, like where your order is at, and it'll tell you where the market is at right here. Now you can also adjust this right here on the tab there. As we see, it's dropping as the price is going higher, so bigger credit. So I'll have to reduce it more to get filled. And this thing has a little latency to it, but what happens is that it actually would adjust. Normally would adjust. So let me try to go out and see if it readjusts. All right, so it's still not up here because this is where the market is going at right now. So because I see that it's going, I don't want to, I'm trying to hurry up and get in this position. I need to get in here now. So let me take it to 120 to get a fill. See if we get a fill here. And this is normal, so I know you guys be freaking out when you see it doesn't go your way, and that's fine. Your way, it's not getting filled. You just have to not be so greedy and negotiate your fill, what you want to try to get in at. Somebody has to take your order, so somebody has to say, hey, I want that for what he's actually giving or trying to get it for. And we see it's still trying to push up some more. So that's not working right now for me to edge it out, but I need to get in this position now. So let's just go for $110. 110. Ooh. You see how fast that got filled? Look at that. It just got filled like super quick. You see, because I had to negotiate the rate on there, right? So now I'm in that position. All right. So that's how that works. Now, because I wanted to get in quickly, I entered the trade at a deficit because I reduced my credit. Normally, you want to actually get a better credit, right? But the move is on super fast right now. Like the move, what this stock trying to do is it's already in position higher. So it makes it harder when I'm looking bullish here. Now, that is how you negotiate your limit orders if you're coming in as a seller. I'm also showing you on the buyer side as well. Okay, so if you want to come in as a buyer, you say, hey, I just want to actually buy. I want to actually buy. When you're a buyer, that's a debit. So you're actually paying up front. That's not a credit. That's a debit. So let's come in here and let's just buy you see all this open interest. Let's buy the Delta 79 here, which same thing here as you see. We're coming in as a buyer, telling you buyer, one contract. We want the 140 strike. We're buying a call. It tells you here. It makes it easy for you. And plus, you see the color in here is green. It's letting you know that you're a buyer. Like that's what I like about Thinkorswim. All right. Our order set is already on limit, right? And this is what the price is going for if I want to buy in right now. So let's try to see if we can edge the market out on this. All right. So always remember you want to buy low, sell high. I know what they're going for. They're going for 710. I want to try to buy this thing for 705. Let's see if I can get a fill. So I put on my order for $7.05. As you see over here, the bid and the ask. So that's my bid that I just put in, 705. That's what they want, 730. And we got to try to meet somewhere at midway. And so as we see, as a couple of seconds go by, they're not budging on this thing here. They're not going to let me get this thing for 705. But I want to get in this thing right now. So what you do, same thing I told you earlier. You just go up here, right click, cancel replace order. All right, 7.5 isn't working. Let's just take it up to 725 and see if we can get something in here. So we put on a 725 order. I'm trying to get filled at 725. They're asking for 730. Let's make sure that went in. Yep. All right, so we definitely want to get in here at 725 if we can. And so this is like a little waiting game here. And we go to switch over to the charts tab. Let's see where our order is at. This is where our order is at, as you see. This is on a 5-minute chart, by the way. And what we're seeing is if it goes down, they're going to scoop the order up. But if it goes up, I'm not going to get filled because it's going to be running away from us, and then we got to chase it. Let's show you on the 1-minute chart. All right, so it's like right there. It just jumped past it, so now I'm not going to get filled on it right now. But it was right there, as you saw. All right, so I'm going to have to make an adjustment on here to try to get filled on this thing. As you see, the mid rate is going up now, 730. So either way, I just showed you 2 different ways you can do this from trade tab or from the charts tab. Once your order is on there, it just cancel, replace the order. Let's get filled. 735 is what they want. Let's see if we can get filled there. Because it's getting away from us right now. But again, because I'm short on time on this one, so I'm just trying to show you how to hurry up and get filled. If you want to hurry up and get filled and it's not getting filled, you need to get in there. All right. So now it's going beneath that where I just had it at. Still not getting filled. Let's go down to 725. Let's see how this thing goes. If I can get a fill here. But this is basically what you're doing when you're trying to get into your orders. You're just trying, you're playing a game here. Basically, you want to try to get as much as you can get off the table. panic if your order doesn't fill. Just try to negotiate a better rate for the person on the opposite side of the table, something that's attractive for them, and they're going to actually take it. Okay, so that's basically the way it works. Now, if it's something like again, right now, what I'm kind of doing is chasing, and we really don't want to chase it, but I'm just trying to show you guys how to get filled. And sometimes your orders won't fill, but that's why we want to actually trade high liquidity stocks that's high in liquidity. As you see, this one here is in that liquid, so the orders aren't getting filled that fast, right? It's only 200,000. So it's going to take a little longer for stocks like this. But if you go for like the big boys, your orders would normally get filled faster. That's why liquidity matters. On this one here, it's harder. As you see, I'm not really being able to edge them out as much because it's not that much going on as far as liquidity here. All right. And as you see, we still didn't get a fill on there. So it looks like we're going to have to enter this thing at what they are trying to get it to us for. And sometimes that doesn't work. So you got to try to make it more attractive for the other side of the table here. So let's just try to go for 745, see if we get a fill. And again, just depends on, who's all in there. As you see, those are not working there. I do have some activity down here. Let's see if we can get a fill here at the 145 strike. But yeah, so basically that's what you want to go for. You want to negotiate your rates. And so I just want to show you guys this quick lesson on making sure you're placing your limit orders. When you place your order, don't just go in and just default click and play. You know what I mean? Just negotiate. Think in terms of a jack boy. It's really going to help you edge the markets out. It's going to help you trade like a professional. But this is a very valuable lesson. So I hope this goes a long way for you guys. Listen, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Check us out at wallstreetjackboys.com. Make sure you get our gear as well. We got the colors on deck. But we're just doing something positive for anybody that wants to be involved. But again, I just want to thank you guys for checking us out. Happy trading, Wall Street Jack boys and girls. Peace.